Namaste everyone, welcome to my channel Abundant Love. Today I'm back with another timeless pick a card tarot reading. Today's topic is about what are the messages that Sai Baba wants to give you today. It's a Thursday and it has been a while since I did these messages. Today I felt a strong pull for doing this. So, as usual, I have three options. These options I have taken all from these cards I have taken from the surrender deck, and these are all neutral to you. Um, so, this is for option 1 viewers, this is for option 2 viewers, and this is for option 3 viewers. Now, you can choose any one or more than one option based on what resonates really strongly with you. But once you've made your choice, you need not see the entire video. You can go to the video description or to the pinned comment. You will see a timestamp next to your choice and your reading will start from there. Now I'll say my usual prayer and you can use this time to make a choice. Dear Sai Baba, thank you so much for everything that you do for us. Throughout this reading, please put me and the viewers of this video inside your protection bubble. Please help the viewers receive messages they need to hear. Thank you for everything. Lots and lots of love. Okay, I'll now keep the other two options aside so that we can get started with option 1. Welcome to your reading, my dear option 1 viewers. You have already chosen one surrender card, but we will look at all the cards together. Next, from the Sai Baba Oracle deck, I'll take 2 cards. Whatever messages come out today, we'll take it as a guidance from Shri Sai Baba. Thank you, Divine. Okay, next from the Angel Answers Oracle deck, I'll take 2 cards, again as a divine guidance. Most of you, I'm sure, know who Sai Baba is. If you don't, you can pray to the divine form you connect to and take it as a guidance, because we know consciousness is one, right? Thank you, divine. Okay, let us now dive into your reading, my dear option 1 viewers. Okay, so guys, everything is going according to the plan, but to your mind it doesn't seem like it, because something is being hidden from you. For some of you it's like that, for others of you, you feel as if everything is stagnant. Okay, and that's how it's meant to be right now, because the surrender card you chose says surrender to non-action. And I'll read the message here. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. This is so important, guys. And you know what, this message resonates really strongly with me. There is a situation that has been going on, and I really need one person to communicate, but after 2 or 3 reminders, that person went really silent, and I'm not sure. I still am not sure. And that's why I understand this message so deeply, because my inner voice kept telling me it's okay. Maybe something is going on. You don't need to know. You give yourself and that person enough time. So maybe for many of us in the collective, this is a period of non-action where you don't chase things anymore. You just wait for it to come to you. Normally, we wouldn't say that, but sometimes your planetary alignments are such that if you try to chase things, you will drain yourself even more. So instead, the time is conducive for you to go within, to be as still as possible. Of course, stillness, whenever the word stillness comes up, I attribute it to meditating, okay? Because meditation can take you to that place of stillness, meditating in silence without disturbance, without, at a time where you know for sure nobody will email you, call you, anything at night or early in the morning. Because you also have a card which says exactly meditation will bring answers. So, for you, going into that silent space, going into that space where your mind also becomes still, almost like a no thought state. You are capable of going there, and your guides are encouraging to do that. And in your external world, if something feels stuck or something feels like it has reached a standstill, your guides are saying that's intentional, okay? Because this time has been given to you so that you can go within and feel things within, mostly feel that there is a part of you which can be absolutely still, and that is where you will find all your stability, all the answers. Like it says, meditation will bring you answers, okay? So Sai Baba here is strongly encouraging you to meditate, to not see this present situation as a negative, instead seeing it as a phase of non-action, where you are not being, hyperactive. Instead, you are intentionally focusing on being still and going within, which is amazing. Okay, I'll come to the next message. Also, another reminder is, do not doubt, never doubt the power of Baba, have faith. So, whatever it is, again and again, this message is coming. It feels stuck, but please don't doubt. Instead, surrender to non action, meditate, go within. There is some answer you will find. And now, the next message may sound like it's absolutely opposite, but I'll come to the explanation, because then you got the messages take action. And here, the sequence is really important, because this is what I'm feeling, that initially your mind is in that stage of frustration. Why isn't it happening? Why am I stuck here? Or why is this thing stuck here? Why is there no communication? Is this even going to happen in my favor? All these questions are coming up. In that state, you really need to become still. You really need to, a little bit force yourself, if necessary, to go into silence, okay? Like, I can give you an example. In the Bay Area recently, we have like heat waves going on, and every afternoon I feel very restless because I don't have air conditioner and all. So it's just my fan, and sometimes it becomes so hot, I become so restless. But the restlessness sends my mind also into a panic mode about unrelated things. That, oh my god, this hasn't been done, this hasn't been done, and all that. So today what I did, I took like a really cold shower and made the entire room dark, put the fan at full speed, and then I just allowed myself to take like a long nap. It can't be called nap, it was so long. But then after that, when I woke up, my mind was completely calm. And when I started doing things with that calmness, that sense of peace within me, my work was more uh, accelerated. It was more effective, accelerated. So, something like that, Sai Baba is asking you to do. That go back to your place of calm, your place of stability, serenity, stillness. Okay? Then, after that, once you feel like that, okay, my mind is calm now, there's no longer this desperation, this sense of frustration, then you go out and you take action. For some of you, I'm feeling there will be a definite aha moment that will, that light bulb moment you will get while you're meditating or in your dreams, okay? Something will happen in the next 7 days that will give you that cue, and once you get the cue, you take action immediately. But before that, as long as your mind is chaotic, please, please be still. Don't doubt, don't entertain doubts, don't talk to people who are feeding you doubts and negativity. Try to stay away from that kind of company. Instead, go within, go within, go within. I cannot emphasize this message enough. And just some of you, feeling are still worried about everything. And for you, this is the final message that you are protected. You are under Baba's protection. And whenever I see these two people in a card, I feel like it's a relationship issue for some of you, where one person is not communicating and you are feeling, oh my god, are we getting separated, or will is this you know is this damage permanent and all. Baba is saying no, don't doubt. Even if there's a third party involved who is creating misunderstanding and all, you guys are protected. Whatever your relationship is, romantic, non-romantic, work, home, friendship, anything, but it is protected. Don't doubt, but at the same time, when you are feeling frustrated, desperate, or chaotic, please don't approach the situation. Instead, go within, find that stillness within you. You will find some direction, some guidance, some cue on what to do next. Then you come out of it with a stable state of mind, then take action. Okay? So, this is the message that Sai Baba wanted you to know today. If this reading resonated, please hit the like button, please leave a comment, share this video as much as you can, and subscribe to my channel Abundant Love if you haven't already. I will see you again in my next reading. Till then, stay blessed. Lots and lots of love. Bye bye. Awesome. Let me put these cards back so that we can move on to the next option. Welcome to your reading, my dear option 2 viewers who chose this particular surrender card. What is it? We'll see once we have taken all the cards. So the next two cards are from the Sai Baba Oracle deck, and we'll read all the messages today as guidance that Sai Baba wants you to hear today. Thank you, Divine. Thank you. And from the Angel Answers Oracle deck, we'll take two more cards to see what additional guidance Sai Baba has for you today. Thank you, Baba. Okay. Now that we have all your cards, let us dive into your reading. Nice. Okay. So the card you chose is surrender to the wisdom of your body. The message here says, listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. Okay, I cannot emphasize this message more strongly enough. Some of you are dealing with some health issues. Okay, most of you in this. For some of you, it's like pretty serious. For some of you, it's like a sudden thing, and you are like, okay, it's not. Like suddenly you start having toothache or something in your ear, some infection or something like that, throat infection. So many, yeah. Oh my God, so many people are feeling something in their thyroid. Yeah, something in the throat chakra area. But what you are not seeing is, of course, there are like the final effects are in your physical body in some organ, but it is happening because of some emotions that were suppressed there, some emotions that could not be released, some expressions that couldn't be manifested, which is why Your guides are saying, please observe how your body responds to different people and different situations. I'm sure, like most of you have experienced this at least once in your life, that somebody walks into a room, or you walk into a room and meet a stranger, or like somebody new, and for some reason your stomach just contracts or your heart just sinks. Whether it's a known person, unknown person, it doesn't matter. And that's your body's cue that, not compatible. It doesn't mean you have to label the other person as bad or evil or monster. No, you don't have to do that. The other person can be totally, a nice person and all. It's just like with your energy, that the other person's energy is not compatible, and sometimes it's outright harmful. Like, I'll give you a very simple example. Like, two people can different have two people who are really nice and good at heart can have different body types, right? Like, one person can have a body which runs a marathon, and the other person may not be able to do that. That doesn't mean that they are bad people. It's just this other person who cannot run a marathon uh, have to express that instead of injuring himself or herself. So that is the idea behind this message, that you have tried too much to fit into what other people's image of you is, and now your body can't take it anymore. Some organs of your body are protesting, and of course, there are treatments that will give you temporary relief, but unless you treat the root cause, it'll keep coming back. And that's why, you also have this card of the cure. Your health will improve. Do a daily jap of Baba's name. So, jap means chanting, chanting the divine name. If you are a devotee of Sai Baba, please, and if you are having a health issue, or someone you really love are having a health issue, for you it is definitely a straight, clear cut message. Just chant Baba's name, place that intention that this person may recover or your own health may recover, and you will be cured. Okay, so the outright direct message is, don't worry, you will be cured. But there's like this underlying message that understand why you are falling sick in the first place. Again, it is not about another person, another people, or any external situation. It is about how you don't understand where your body feels comfortable, where it doesn't. Like, I'll give you an example. When I felt really sick with an autoimmune disease and I started going within, what mostly came out was anger, 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 unresolved anger that had been pent up for so long. I had no idea. Like, yeah, I really don't want to go in that direction because that itself was so convoluted. But long story short is, all all that pent up anger had to be released. It was not about who had caused that anger or what situation had put me in there. It was about my inability to release it in a regulated manner at the right time. So it kind of got suppressed, and it just affected my physical health, because it created a very antagonistic energy around my own physical body. So understanding that helped me a lot, because immediately what I did was first, you know, have a greater awareness of how I was emotionally reacting to things, to changing my reaction to some, thoughtful response first. Then, as much as possible, distancing myself from situations which I knew for sure would trigger. And even after that, when still things were coming out, because it was like a purging process, to allow myself to go through it and just be kind, towards myself. If I felt it was affecting the people around me, I would apologize. I would say exactly where it's coming from. And, still at the end of the day, that's what I had to learn, that I'm human. I will make mistakes. And sometimes it's not really in my control if other people are getting hurt. What is in my control is I can explain my point of view and apologize, but that's it. After that, I really have no control. What other people will feel about me and understand me, misunderstand me. So once that, awareness sunk in and became integrated into my thought process, my body started responding like that, because no longer I was holding myself guilty for things that I had absolutely no control over. So something like that, some process or some metamorphosis, you are going through, where you are slowly learning, your body is guiding you, your physical body is guiding you, uh, to see where your emotions are coming from and where they are getting suppressed and how they're affecting your energy field around your physical body. That is very much happening. But at the end of the day, I think Baba is coming here and saying, you will be cured because you are his child. He is looking after you. You also have the message of equality. Treat all people equally. I love the picture here. You see how it shows the circle. A circle has no beginning, no end, right? You cannot separate any point on the edge of a circle as saying, oh, this is type A, this is type B. There is absolutely no difference. So like that, we are all standing like this picture in a circle. There is no difference. The thread that is holding us together is the divine consciousness, God, Baba, whatever, by whatever name you want to call it. So it's really important because sometimes, our social conditioning, the people around us, conditioning from family, friends, or what we read in the news, sometimes tells, oh, no, 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 absolutely, we shouldn't be doing this and all. But then you are shutting yourself out from a great deal of opportunities, which is why Baba is saying, treat, see everything as an equal opportunity. See every person. It doesn't mean you have to put up with anyone's bad behavior. It's actually the opposite. Sometimes we think if somebody is a boss, we should put up with their bad behavior, and if somebody is in a position lower to us, we can just yell at them. No, okay, absolutely not. Even if it's not in your workplace, even if it's at home, um, just treat everyone equally. If you're praising, praise everyone equally. If you're criticizing or pointing out flaws, point that to everyone. Don't be afraid of the consequences, because it's up to them, not up to you. You are not doing anything wrong by pointing out something that needed to be pointed out. Okay, at the same time, you are not being right if you are just unintentionally also favoring one person over the other. Again, I think it's a very subtle thing, and I can give you just an example from my life recently. I was trying to get some information about some major project, but I was only approaching people I know, because I was like, no, if I give it on social media, people will, disturb me because most of them are scammers anyway. That's true. Social media is full of scammers, but not everyone is a scammer. Finally, I got over it, and when I did post, there were several genuine people who came forward and said what they had to like about that project, and all, and that was very helpful. And my fear was gone, the fear that I had, and that was stopping me from accessing so many opportunities, that fear was gone. In fact, that helped me in approaching other people also for other things that I needed help with. So something like that, sometimes it's in our mind. We think that no, we are nice people. Most of us are, average nice people. We try to behave nicely with everyone. So it's not really about your behavior. It's about a mindset, where we have preconceived notions that no, these type of people will only respond in this way. You never know, they'll surprise you. Okay, so that's what Baba is saying, that don't shut yourself out from an opportunity just because you have a preconceived notion. This is what this equality card is saying. But at the end of the day, it's up to you. you know uh, it's not like something is being held back from you, or something is not in your destiny. For some of you, you are probably having like a definite question. Even if this definite question is about your health, you guys are saying it's up to you. Because again, your body is giving you cues, your body is giving you loud enough signals that this is good, this is not good, this is where I feel comfortable, this is where I don't. It's up to you what you want to follow. Nobody's going to force you. Nobody's going to tell you that, oh, nobody's going to tell you you are guilty. Okay, how do I say this? That sometimes, again, another example, like once I was like taking a major transatlantic flight, and while I was going to the airport, I started throwing up and I was really scared. 90% of me just told me, cancel the ticket, go back home. You are going to fall very sick on the way. It's a 37-hour flight. You are not going to make it. And I had nobody with me. I was traveling alone. But that 10% of me said, it's now or never. If you're going back now, you will never overcome this fear. So then it was really up to me. Okay, I'm sure if I had come back and taken rest, I would have felt better. So there's no judgment there. But at the same time, I was very sick. I took that 37-hour flight. Oh my God. Even now, I feel like really scared thinking about that journey. I was very, very sick. I would say I'm just lucky that I managed to go through the whole journey without attracting attention. But yeah, I kept chanting the divine name, my guru's name, throughout that journey. But that is an example of how it's up to you, and there's no judgment involved. There's not like sometimes we get the feeling when people say, oh, it's up to you, as if it's up to you whether you want to choose the good thing or the bad thing. It's nothing is good, nothing is bad. There are options, multiple options, and it's up to you what you want to choose, which direction you want to walk on. Okay, your body will give you cues and signals, and then it's up to you that, okay, you choose this option A, you will be supported. You choose option B, you will be supported in that uh, path also. But it's really up to you. Nobody's blocking your way, and in fact, it's quite the opposite. Your spirit guides are doing everything in their power to support you. But I think there's a mindset that needs to change, which is where this message of equality comes in. Okay, yeah, it's not just equality in people, equality in situations also. uh, if some situation didn't work out before, don't carry that baggage into future situations. Give everything a fair chance. Okay, that is the message that's coming in. And now there is a timeline that your angels are giving, that a year from now something really positive will happen because of the transformation in mindset that is happening for you right now. Okay, a year from now you will see the positive effects of that for sure. Like, for now it may feel it's like a little bit difficult because of all the health issues and all that you're having. But A year from now, what I'm seeing is you will be completely recovered and in a different phase. And then when you look back, you will realize that, okay, during this phase is where your mindset changed drastically, which put you on this path of success, path of positive growth. Okay, so this is all I have for you, my dear option 2 viewers. If this reading resonated, please hit the like button, please leave a comment, share this video as much as you can, and subscribe to my channel Abundant Love if you haven't already. I will see you again in my next reading. Till then, stay blessed. Lots and lots of love. Bye-bye. Awesome. Let me put this cards back before I move on to the next option. Welcome to your reading, my dear option 3 viewers who chose this particular surrender card. We'll draw the other cards first and then see all the cards together as to what messages Sai Baba wants you to hear today. Thank you, Divine. The next two cards I'm taking from the Sai Baba Oracle deck. Thank you. Remember, it's a timeless message. So whenever it lands on your YouTube feed, the message is probably meant for you. From the Angel Answers Oracle deck, also we'll take two cards as messages or guidance from Sai Baba himself. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Divine. Okay, now that I have all your cards, let us dive into your reading. Okay. There's a deep karmic situation that you have been entangled in. Okay, I use the word entangled because it feels heavy, and the message you chose, the surrender card, talks about surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. Which is why, I felt that it was like a really heavy entanglement kind of situation where, there were no healthy boundaries for the relationship. Like, I myself had experienced it in the past, even I would say 5 to 6 years back. It was really difficult for me to explain to everyone around me that no, I really don't enjoy talking all the time. I am an extrovert person, and I like when I'm socializing, I'm totally in the moment, talking to people and everything. But I value my alone time also. I value it like people would value precious stones like diamond, gold. And initially, people wouldn't get it. People would think of me as a snob, and I'm sure many people still think like that. I try my best to explain. It's like, after a while, not being able to breathe. For me, it's like that. If I'm forced to socialize continuously, even at home, with family, if I'm forced to talk continuously or, um, just be around someone continuously, I kind of start feeling as if the air in the room is decreasing. It's still like that. And while I'm saying it, I'm having that feeling. So some of you are probably feeling like that right now, like really suffocated, but people around you are not getting it. That seriously affecting you. It's You are not throwing tantrums, or you're not seeing it to hurt others, or you're not throwing your attitude around. uh, you are getting affected, which is why it's more important than ever to set these healthy boundaries, to articulate your needs. Okay, sometimes people take us for granted, especially if it's family. And I'm guilty of doing that as well. Like, you know, my parents have always been there for me so much, and they do so much that sometimes it's easy to forget that their physical age is now much more than it was 10 years back. And sometimes I have to remind myself that, oh, no, I shouldn't be expecting what I was expecting 10 years back, even though they want to do it. But still, that's the most obvious example that came to me. But sometimes we forget, and your kids or your partner can not understand what you are going through, and um, say things, expect things that might feel like a burden, okay, for the lack of a better word. And you should articulate that, okay? You should not force yourself to meet their expectations, because that way you are not helping them. One day they will be in for a rude shock when your entire system fails. And then they'll be like, why didn't you tell me that it was so stressful for you? So it's better to set limits, set boundaries right now, okay, in your relationships, all kinds of relationships, whether it's at work, at home, with your kids, with your parents, with your partner. What you what you cannot accept, it is what it is, okay? And there's no right or wrong way. Again, when I say it, trust me, I say it with the maximum empathy possible, because I've been through these phases so many times in my life, where people would often think, until and unless I felt seriously sick, nobody understood my need to just be on my own and not be around people all the time. So now I think people do. And the need for, going to spiritual retreats, something I'm extremely fond of. Um, but again, for a lot of people, that is like, what? You're just wasting your time. You should go into vacation and go to the mountains, go to the seas. Um, but no, I have a specific need for going within, and I need a place that is conducive for that. So, not everyone will understand, but at the same time, I am also not meant to fit everyone's boxed idea of me. Whatever image they have in their mind, it's their image. They probably saw one side of my personality and made that image. That's okay. But I don't need to conform to it all the time. That's what Sai Baba is trying to tell you, my dear Option 3 viewers. Because it is a karmic situation where you have repeated this pattern for so many lifetimes, where you try to look at yourself through other people's eyes. And it keeps changing, the version keeps changing. And now enough is enough. You should set limits. You should look within and see that, okay, this is what I'm not comfortable with, and this is what I will articulate, no matter how uncomfortable it is. And once you articulate, you will actually see that it's not uncomfortable. People will understand. Yeah. For some of you, it's probably already like an unpleasant situation that you're going through, like in your domestic life. And it is a karmic phase. Again, sometimes I've experienced where all other aspects of my life are going great, but there'll be one particular aspect which I have no idea why it's bad, why Does it never work in my favor? And that's just a karmic situation. That's a karmic debt that you were supposed to pay in this lifetime anyway. And the message here says, pay off old debts and try not to accumulate new ones. And this clearly means, you know, yeah, I just kind of feel all the messages are resonating very deeply with me today. Um, it's really not in your control, okay? Whether you are adding more karma or deleting karma, the best you can do is not have ownership and do things in a surrendered manner. Like there was a situation I was involved in for a really long time, and I never knew what to do. As long as I had like the strong ownership, sometimes I would be like, okay, I should do this. Then again, no, I should not do this. So it was push and pull, and all the time I was confused that I have tried all options. Why does it never get resolved? And the important point was the I in it was very strong. Then I just gave up in the sense that I cannot control it anyway, so why even try? My focus totally shifted away from that situation to plenty of other things. And that situation kept happening on its own, some highs, some lows, high lows. But because the I was gone, when again I was made to confront that situation, most of the, how should I say, the rough edges, they were all gone because I didn't care about it anymore with that intensity. Yeah, I hope it made sense. So sometimes karmic situations are like that. And the more you try to control it, the more you try to think that it should be my next step or this shouldn't be my next step, the more entangled you get. This word entanglement is coming in very, very strongly in your reading. The only way to get out of this is just surrender the situation. If you believe in Baba, just tell him, Baba, I surrender this to you. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do after surrendering. You please take care. You please work through me. Whichever divine form you connect to, you just pray and uh, make this request, okay? And then you will naturally see that, okay, you are getting that confidence to set healthy boundaries. And then the rest of it really doesn't matter much. You also have mind power, which is so amazing. Your mind has tremendous power. Surrender it to Baba and let him direct it. Again, this card has so many layers. It means, first of all, you have great manifestation power. So focus all your thoughts, visualizations, your internal dialogues on something hugely positive. It can be for yourself, it can be for your family, for people around you, for the world. But use your mind to think positive thoughts. Okay? If you're feeling sad and overwhelmed for some reason, which is quite natural, if you feel defeated, again, use your mind to visualize yourself coming out of that defeat or rising above that sense of defeat and doing something which is extremely positive, extremely beneficial for yourself and for everyone around you. Okay? The third thing I'm getting is you have an opportunity to connect uh, to the spiritual realms even more deeply. If you were already doing that, it's amazing. You are being taken to the next level. But if you haven't tried it, now is the time to do it. Okay? Because all these difficult situations around you are actually trying to concentrate your mind power onto one thing. okay, so that the intensity is huge, the focus is sharp. You know how a laser cuts through everything because it's such a high power, high intensity, localized in a very small area like that. It's super focused, super sharp, super intense. Mind power. Okay? Use that to your advantage. By advantage, I mean positive by creating positive changes in your external world, but also by accelerating your spiritual growth, because that is very much possible no matter what is happening in your external world and your day-to-day life. Whatever this karmic phase is that's probably disappointing you, it doesn't matter. You still have the power to go within and connect very, very deeply to the divine, where you feel as if, somebody's holding your hand at every step. That kind of connection. Yes, look for a sign. Again, your guides, I think it's not only just Sai Baba, your guides 100%. There are multiple spirit guides I'm sensing are present all around you, and they are giving you signs all the time. Because even though the situation feels difficult, it's important that it ends in this lifetime. This karma is, that's what your spirit guides are helping you with. This karma should be exhausted completely in this lifetime. Okay, and that's why they are walking with you, walking you through this difficult phase. Keep looking for signs. Your intuition will tell you. You will get messages in dreams, through meditations, or it will be just like an, sudden thought. Sudden thought, but very clear, very firm. Like, again, this something as if some light bulb just lit up like that. It'll happen like that. And your final message is trust, trust, trust. I think with the recent new moon, and feel free to check out the new moon messages, what happened was, for many of us, things got stuck, and I'm including myself. Things got stuck, came to a standstill, uh, and that is intentional. Okay, what the situation is testing is our faith in ourselves, is the faith in the divine. Okay, it's not a bad thing. What is happening right now, if you feel stuck, it's not a bad thing. If you feel something is coming to an end, it's actually a very, very good thing, because that means that karmic debt is has been paid. Okay, if some relationships are falling off, if some situations are just getting deleted automatically, it's a good thing. Okay, that means there was a karma that was repeating lifetime after lifetime, but finally, with the help of your mind, of the conviction in your mind, you have finally managed to come out of it. But your spirit guides are very much with you. Sai Baba is very much with you. He's just saying, trust the process you are going through right now. There's nothing to be fearful about. But still, if you feel overwhelmed, look for a sign. Pray to the divine and look for signs. Your spirit guides will communicate with you, will assure you of their presence always. Okay? But the important thing again is to remember, surrender to setting limits, surrender to setting healthy boundaries in all kinds of relationships. Uh, yeah, that is pretty much it. That's all I have for you, my dear option 3 viewers. If this reading resonated, please hit the like button, please leave a comment, share this video as much as you can, and subscribe to my channel Abundant Love if you haven't already. I will see you again in my next reading. Till then, stay blessed, lots and lots of love. Bye bye.